Hi, in this video I want to show you how to do one method to construct a rubber band powered car using Fusion 360 and the laser cutter if you would prefer that method. So first thing we're going to do is kind of look at it from the top and start a sketch right on this plane here. I'm going to draw a series of rectangles. There's a bunch of ways to do this. Here's one of them. I'm going to draw a rectangle that represents the entire body of the car. I'm going to dimension it with D for dimension and make the front be maybe 2.5 inches wide, and maybe the sides are going to be 6 inches long, something like that. You can make it slightly bigger or slightly smaller. And we're going to now do a little offset command here. If you click on the offset button here while in a sketch, you can offset this shape in minus 0.125, which is the thickness of the plywood, the MDF we normally use. Now we need to make this not a continuous shape all the way around, so I'm going to draw a little line here. I think we'll make this part like that, this part like that, and this here, making sure you're clicking on the actual line and not missing it by a tiny bit. Alright, now we can make this into a solid set of bodies here. I'm going to go to Finish Sketch, Extrude, E for Extrude, Create Extrude, click on this and this, but not the other two right now. Let's make them 1 inch tall and say OK. Then I'm going to go back and turn on my old sketch again, and E for Extrude, click on this point and this point. I'll bring those up 1 inch as well. It's going to automatically want to join everything together, but we want to make them into separate new bodies. There we have some 4 pieces that can make up our very simple car here. I'm going to start a sketch on the side of this now. You don't need to be exact with this, but I'm going to be exact by clicking on the line tool and then click on here at the triangle all the way to here. I'm going to hit Escape to get out of my line tool. Click on this line and make it a dotted line by hitting X on the keyboard. And I'm going to draw 2 circles. I'm going to dimension the circumference of those, or the diameter of those circles to be, let's see, I'm going to make them 0.25. I think the laser cutter will overcut them a little bit, and the dowel will fit it nicely, and we can always re-drill the hole if we want to. And do this one as 0.25. And just as I'm assembling this, it might be nice to have these be identical pieces, front and back. So I'm going to dimension this middle of the circle to the end of this line to be 0.5 inches, and D for dimension, same thing over here, 0.5. Then I can finish sketch, E for extrude, click on my 2 circles, and cut them all the way through. It would be cool to draw the axles in here right now. You actually don't need to, because we're not going to make them using the laser cutter. We're just going to cut them by hand. But there's several ways you could do that. One is starting a sketch on this face, P for project include, and click on this circle and this circle to get a sketch of those 2 shapes again. Finish sketch, E for extrude, grab these 2 shapes now, and do a, there's a lot of different ways to do this. One way is to do a 2-sided extrusion. When we go a distance of, in this direction, I try 2.5. Oh, that's the wrong one. That one should be maybe just 0.5. And then the other direction could be 3, I think, to make it symmetric on both sides, if I get my math right there, which it doesn't really matter if you do. I'm going to put new body, and OK. And you don't need to do this. So I'm just going to hide them as if I didn't do them right now. We're going to draw some circles on here for the wheels. You do need wheels. Create a sketch on the side, C for circle, and something like this, and something like this. Maybe I'll dimension these guys to be 3 and something like that, and this one to be maybe 2 to make the front ones a little bit different. And then I can extrude these shapes to get the solid body here. And same thickness of material as using before, 0.125. New body. After you get these together, you can move them around so that you can laser cut them, or you can take sketches off the face of them. I'm going to just use some move copy commands to do this simply, and move this one up and move this one here by rotating it 90 degrees and moving it over, and then M for move copy here and rotate 90 degrees and move it over as well, and M for move copy, move this down. Now normally you'd want these all to be in the same plane, but if you look at it from this side, all you really need is a sketch that includes everything, so you need to move these around so that they look correct only from this angle. That's the simplest way to do it. And then when you're ready to laser cut, you can just start a sketch on the face. P for project include all of them. Click OK, finish sketch, and then in that last sketch you just made, right click, save as a DXF, and you can take it to the laser cutter from there. Alright, that's one method to do it. I hope that helps.